television set. Do not attempt to adjust the picture. We are controlling transmission. We will control the horizontal. We will control the vertical. We can change the focus to a soft blur or sharpen it to crystal clarity. For the next hour, sit quietly and we will control all that you see and hear. You are about to participate in a great adventure. You are about to experience the awe and mystery which reaches from the inner mind to the outer limits.
I'm about to show you a photograph. It's only going to be up for a very short period of time, but I want you to remember that first thought that came to mind when your brain interpreted what it was you were seeing. And here comes the second one. Here's the third one. Number 4. Number 5. 6th and last. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to predict what you were thinking when each of those 6 photographs came up on the screen. Now, not everyone's going to react that way. Maybe people reacted differently to the different pictures based upon the officer's stance and whether they were smiling or not, whether they seemed open to being approached versus antagonistic and adversarial. But if you reacted like that barking dog, regardless of picture, my question is, why? It's not that there's necessarily anything wrong with the attitude of the viewer. There is something wrong with why the person's reacting that way upon seeing the police. It's not like a person has to experience bad policing firsthand to know what signs to look for. It starts with the uniform, doesn't it? And it's important they have a uniform because it does identify them as police officers. But then they put all that shiny stuff on there, the stripes and the bars, and they got the gun belt and the gun, and they got the taco sauce that burns the eyes, and they got the taser and the handcuffs. They wear their little al-Baghdadi war vests with their thumbs hooked inside, and that's what people react to with the uniform. Once you get past the uniform, now it goes to the officer, how they comport themselves. Are they acting like a Marine Corps drill instructor? Or do they approach in a more relaxed manner? Do they have at least some semblance of a smile, even if they have to fake it? What's their body language? What do they do with their hands? What they say and how they say it, tone, inflection, volume. There was one time I came dangerously close to losing my front teeth over something as stupid as an inadvertent eye roll. Whether or not it comes across as more conversational or adversarial. Officer safety rules supreme. Yeah, okay. I was there thousands of times. I get it. Well, gee, what was your takeaway, D.B. McCrae? What did you learn from all those thousands of contacts? What did I learn? Oh, here's what I learned. Coming across at that moment of contact as a condescending jerk, that's not something that would have enhanced my officer safety. No, I favored the opposite approach because that's what worked for me. Officers, learn from this old retired game warden. Here's the question I'm going to pose, and I doubt they ever get asked this question. What is the best, most effective way to maximize cooperation and therefore minimize liability as a police officer? The answer ain't being a condescending jerk. If you think that's the answer, you're part of the problem. You need to go pick peaches or pump gas. By the way, the answer is be nice. Be nice. What is their preferred way to fix the problem they created?
Dispatch. This is 043X, and I'm requesting emergency backup. Well, I got people down here being uncooperative. Yeah, they won't show ID or file non-lawful orders. Yeah, you can send a couple of SWAT teams. That'd be fine. How about the National Guard? And tell the guys they can come code 3. Code 3. That means they can come as fast as they want. What's the matter with you? Oh, and tell them that when they get here, the use of force and violence has been authorized. Unit 043X out.
I think that covers most of it. Oh, wait a minute. This video ain't over. I bet you thought it was. I like that, fooling people. No, I've got some more photographs I want to run by you. Same thing. They pop up on the screen for a couple seconds. Register in your mind your reaction to these images and contrast that to the way you reacted with the images we've already seen.
Look, Yoda it is. Do well you shall. Look, new lightsaber you have. Me too. Wanna see it? Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do.
And there's the contrast. Old-time officers in old-time uniforms versus contemporary officers in contemporary uniforms. Between the two, when we look at that contrast, in your opinion, which one was more approachable? And that's the word that I want everybody to take away from the video. Which ones were more approachable? Because without that, officers are dead in the water. Let's jump back to the very first slide, and there's a story that goes along with that. Believe it or not, that's a photograph that was used in a publication put out by a brand new police reform organization. Boy, I think they missed the mark. What do you think? I mean, look at the dude on the left. All big steroid guy. He's all squared off. And of course, they have to have him wearing his gloves because he's ready to do battle. And the guy in the middle, I mean, holding that shield, to me, that's representative of the disconnect between police and the people they serve. And I don't know what the gal's story is, but for them to use this picture, just like that dog.
Luke, I am your father. I got too much time on my hands, and no copyright claims have I.